So much for hopping on my channel. We do a contest every month for something. We pick a winner randomly that likes, comments, and subscribes to every single one of my videos. This month, I have my admin choose them randomly, and you get free access, full access to our lifetime academy. And if you are already a member, then a video chat with me, and we can lay out a trading plan for you, and I can help take your game to the next level. So like, comment, and subscribe to every video that you can this month, and hopefully you'll be the winner and enjoy the next video. Peace. Yo, what's up, traders? It's May 20th, 2020. So hope you're having a great trading day. This is a market update video and bit of a ranging market, but I think we got some pairs shaping up for sure and some good turnarounds. And we've already in VIP, nonetheless, like despite the ranging market, we've done a really good job today. So definitely proud of that. Always happy to make money, to catch pips, to see our members of our group win. And if that interests you, click link below, get started, learn my strategies, have me as a mentor. It's not going to be this type of thing where you're like, okay, let me try this guy's trading group, and then you never hear from me again. Like, I am super involved in this process. I'm shooting videos every day. I'm in my chat room, like mentoring, trading, sharing setups that I'm looking at, sharing news articles. And we have like just an amazing, positive group vibe where, like, you know, everybody, it's like where you feel safe to share charts. I mean, no arguments about, you know, about the market or how, if you shared your chart and some trend line was wrong or something like that. None of that is allowed. So I've worked super hard to make a great culture that where everybody is involved and wants to be a part of a winning team, which I know we all do. So I'm going to get so that being said, just click links below. Please like, comment, subscribe, and just to top that off, you are not going to find a better price. I'm not going to say cheap, because none of it is cheap. Like the price is very, very priced. It's very inexpensive, but it's the highest quality website design, training, the way the videos are laid out, and you won't be disappointed. I can guarantee you that. So give us a shot, man. Definitely, you'll be happy you did, along with hundreds of other people that are in the group. So let me share my chart with you right now. And I just sent a signal out here on Euro Pound. And, you know, on the front end of that, you'd be like, man, why would he send a signal out there, you know, for this? It's so bullish. So, you know, right here, yeah, that is about as bullish as it gets. And, you know, we can have our Fibonacci's right here. We're coming up this 38.2% retracement, which could, a lot of times, this is, I like to call it a continuation Fibonacci level. With it, like, if that were to be the cap of this rally, you know, that would be we would see more downside after that. So typically that's what I mean by a continuation level. But you can see if we move across here, how significant of a level of resistance this is. But not just that, I am a correlations type trader. I get the overall view of the market. I'm feeling really good about this trade right now. Just sent out to my VIP group. So if if you want that trade, you can still get into it. Just click the link below to get started. If you watch this when I send this out tonight, I'm actually going to send this out. Well, I'll wait for that. Typically, I'll send the charts out too, but I've already sent a chart out for the setup. So there's Euro Pound. Like, I do think if we don't get a major turnaround, that we're going way up here, this 61.8% retracement, because we broke out of this big consolidation pattern right here. So this is a very, very bullish setup. So, but looking at other things across the board, and this really has my eye right now. You can see we're in a sell right here in EURUSD, but one of my biggest philosophies and things that I look at. I look for false breakouts. I look for breakouts. I look for breakdowns, and I look for false breakdowns. And typically, a false breakout will lead to a breakdown. And we are really struggling at this level on EURUSD. So I'm watching this now. I have a small position in, and if we break back inside this trend line here, that is a good sign for me that we're going to start seeing some lower prices. And of course, we have this supply zone right here, which is providing some really excellent resistance for us right now. And then also that reminds me of where we're trading at on NZD-JPY. Very similar area, just a straight up layer of resistance right here, which is a supply zone. So this is kind of a mean average for this price, and I'm liking. We've already caught 40 pips today, and then we re-entered this trade off this bounce. So we caught this move here, and that was a great little drop, and here we are climbing higher, but RSI is divergent. So a lot of people are asking me lately about divergence in my group, how I use it. So it's not, I'm definitely not, you'll get in trouble doing this. Okay, it's divergent, it's a sell. No, definitely not. But if say we get a dip here and then a recovery in price starts to appreciate, but the RSI doesn't show the same, and then we start to diverge, that's a big red flag for me that we have reversal coming. And so then, of course, I put together my other pieces of the puzzle and look at just where we are, right? This is a big level right here. We have this gap, which will probably get filled, but it hasn't yet. And, this also looks like a potential bull flag if we go on the weekly chart, but man, we are way at the bottom. Way at the bottom down here. So, we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see if we go out any higher or any lower from there, because it's going to be, we're getting down here pretty low. But I'm really liking the setup right now. And the risk on has been coming into the market. Let me see some of our other trades. Euro CAD has looked good for us. It is actually looking great for us. And we just entered that trade. And so I saw Euro CAD, right? And then I'm watching the potential breakdown on Euro USD, the potential false breakout. So then that's what has me looking across the board at Euro pairs. And that's how I really like to, pick out what to trade, to just kind of go across the board there. And here we are at another nice level of resistance here. And, potential false breakout right here. I'm actually going to pause this, re-enter on my own account. Okay, so trade entered in there. So, and that's, I talk a lot about the market puzzle, and this is how I go about it, and just picking the pieces together. Pound dollar here. We've been in and out multiple times today. We've bagged about 60 pips in this trade. Oh, good. It's completely different than my other iPad, so I'm going to see if I can show you exactly how I have this mapped out. What does it look like? Oh, yeah, yep, nope, that's not it. It goes from here, from this fractal. There we go. From these fractal points, these fractal points here, let me see if that's correct. Yes. Right there. And so I know you're like, okay, cool, man, driving your drawing your candlesticks right through the or your trend lines right through the candlesticks. Well, yes, but I'm using that as a way to really find the best setups by pinpointing these fractals. So it's a strategy that I'm literally the only person I've known to ever use it. I just kind of figured it out on my own, but it takes a little while to get used to, and it depends what you're using fractals on. That's why I like the iPad, because they're like super small little dots. If you do it on MetaTrader 4 terminal, they're like these big arrows, and same thing for TradingView. So a lot of people ask me why I don't use TradingView, and that's one of the main reasons. So we have a X marks the spot here. It's nice and it's, pretty cut and dry. This is looks like an inverted head and shoulders to me. So right now, the way I have it mapped out, our risk is clearly defined, our areas, our zones, and now we can start kind of zone trading it, I guess, if you will. Shiva! Dog running off, if you will, because, if we start getting over here into this zone, it's like, man, do I want to stay in this trade? But if we start getting above here, we know, well, now this inverted head and shoulders is going to play out and time to go long. So a lot of good setups going on. And this pound dollar right here, if this is all that we get for the pullback and we can see this strengthen, that euro pound trade, I think, is going to be a very, very good opportunity as well. Let's see, dollar Swiss, US dollar Swiss, we caught 100 pips today. Nice 100 pip trade. And oh man, this couldn't have played out any nicer. A lot going on here. On the front end of this, you can see we have these big shooting star candles right here. So we can kind of mark those out. We can line up our fractal points here. We have another level. Sorry, buddy. We'll play Frisbee in a minute. Have another level right here, but you can see we completely respected this candlestick patterns, like these wicks. So we're going to either come to a good place here on a buy, which we are potentially at now. I'm actually going to look at that. I might send that out to my VIP group. But if we break down from here, we could start to see some bigger downside. So dollar Swiss is looking like a good trade. So at the start of this week, man, we were just crushing it. There were just trade setups everywhere. US dollar yen, let me take a look at that. We are in that now. And man, we're in a lot of trades. But I had this already planned out, and these setups planned out from the start of the week. So that's why it's so important to have your weekly outlook video. And look, man, if you're following some trader out there that like doesn't know these levels off the top, hey, leave him alone, chipmunk. If that doesn't know these levels at the top of their head, then maybe you should find somebody else to follow, like me, if you want. Because I eat, breathe, live this stuff. I do it all day long, and not to brag, I just don't know what else I would really do with my time anymore at this point. So we got to go good pullback here, and then a bounce out of this this area down here. And you know what? I actually think we had some fanning trend lines going on here, and we need to zoom out on Euro USD, and remember we were trading massive weekly triangle here. So this is still in play, and changing your game plan to be like, okay, we have a very clear upside target here in place. Now I'm just gonna watch UJ now and trade it on dips. It's an amazing game plan. And in fact, Euro Yen is another example of that, and I'll show you why right now. I was going over this last week, or last 2 weeks actually. This massive significant level right here, which we broke down out of, and you can see the breakdown here, which proved to be a false breakdown. So false breakdown typically leads to a breakout. And so, oh man, and EJ looks bullish right now. We are in a sell. We're in a sell right now. But I think it's time for it to pull back. Let's see, what exactly was I looking at? I have my Fibonacci laid out here perfectly. It's on my other iPad. Yeah, right there. We're right at 78.6% retracement. So 78.6 holding. It's one of my favorite fib levels, holding up strong. Here's a false break down point. Actually, it's below here, 115.50. And, I would love to see a dip. We just need some risk off to come into the markets, and that seems like it's asking a lot right now. Because if we go over to the stock market, let's take a look at, here's the S&P 500, just in beast mode, and I'd really love to get a the dog keeps nudging a stick across the table. I'd love to get a dip right here. What are we looking at up close? I don't think it's going to happen at the end of the day today, but here we go on NASDAQ. I would absolutely love to get in on this as well. And we're almost back to the all-time highs, man. What an insane recovery. So now this is mostly pushed by tech stocks and tech companies that haven't been affected by the coronavirus. But me personally, I'm going to be looking for a dip here. Praying for one, and we'll see if these positions hold, if we stay bullish going into the weekend, or if people start to take their positions out of the market. Maybe we get a little bit of pullback, which would provide some risk off, and then a great opportunity to get in on the market. I think silver, I covered this yesterday in a silver video, but I think we are at a dipping point right at 78.6% retracement. It keeps trying to move higher, but it's not. So it's just a matter of time here. So I'm actually short some silver and gold as well. So hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for your support. Our group is the best out there. So I'm saying that for all the people that are in it. Thank you so much for the support, for the love. And, like yesterday we hit a couple stop losses, and I was like, hey man, I'm sorry for that. This is why I didn't think that stocks would rally this hard. And, it's just great that when I get support too, makes me feel better and just helps me to get back in the game so we can get some more winning trades. So thanks for your support. Click the links below to get started, and I will see ya in the VIP chat room. All right, everybody. Peace.